was mine. He was a great coach. He's the last coach to go undefeated. I guess he was like 38-0. For some reason, they've never had another college team since then. That was many years ago. And he came out in favor of Donald Trump, and it was a big thing. I won Indiana by a landslide because when Bobby Knight from Indiana endorses you, you win. Sort of like when I endorse you, you win too. We have a very good record of endorsement. But we can't let these radical left thugs constantly scream at our judges and say we're going to impeach him, we're going to take him out of office or her, we're going to do horrible things to him. Continues when you heard Schumer get up on the stairs of the courthouse, Supreme Court, and talk about Kavanaugh, we're going to get you, Kavanaugh, we're going to hit you, or whatever the hell he said. If a mobster said that, they'd be put in jail immediately. He frankly should have been put in jail or certainly spoken to very strongly. He got lucky. He got lucky. He had a couple of guys that didn't want to do it, and I understand that also, but he got lucky. But you know, we can't let him do that, and I just want to pay my respect to the judges that have suffered abuse at the hands of the radical left lunatics, and I really admire them for being, because you know what? All they have to do to end it is rule against me or whatever it is. If they say, Trump, you're guilty. Oh, now all of a sudden they say, oh, that's the last time they ever say bad. But they can't do it because these people have weaponized the Justice Department, including local DAs and local attorney generals and Fani, you know, Fani spelled F-A-N-I. My name is Fani, F-A-N-I. I don't figure it. She put a little French accent on the word with her lover Wade, right? Lover Wade, we call him, lover boy Wade. She hired him, paid him almost $1 million because of his great knowledge of the law. He never did it before. With us today is Daniel Campos, a pilot in Venezuela who now lives in Pennsylvania. Great gentleman. Daniel came to tell us what you think of Kamala Harris leading our country into socialism. We're being led into socialism, but the socialism will be short-lived. It's going into communism. If you would have told me, and if you remember many times during State of the Union, I would say, we will never have a socialist country, and everybody would applaud. But I was right, because we're really, I think, skipping socialism. We're going into communism. When they weaponize our government like this, that's what they do in third world countries. That's what they do in South American horror shows. That's what they do in banana republics. They've weaponized it, but I believe ours is even more corrupt. The New York court system is totally corrupt. They use the state and the city to go after me. They take top people in the Department of Justice and put them in the Attorney General. Letitia James, she campaigned on, I will get Trump. And they then go there, and then they go into the Manhattan DA's office. They use Hillary Clinton's lawyer and the Democrats' law firm to leave the firm and go into the DA's office in order to prosecute Donald Trump, free of charge. They're not going to charge. Then he writes a book. This guy writes a book before the thing even went anywhere. And in the book he said, I do it for free. It's so great. These are corrupt people, and we have to call them out. So remember the term, playing the ref with our judges and our justices should be punishable by very serious fines and beyond that. But I'd like to ask, because we're into that whole system, and I'd like to call up Daniel. Please come up and tell us about your experience in living in a country that went very, very bad, went radical left, and the experience has not been good. Please come up. Thank you. Hi, Dan.
All right. First of all, hi everybody. Thank you for coming here and supporting the president. I'm gonna say the first part of the speech, well, of my story in English, then I'm gonna repeat it in Spanish in order to allow our Latino voters to understand and hear what's